I got to tell you what. Here, let's do a toast. I love our jobs.
I do too.
We get to go to a wine bar at 10 o'clock in the morning and have mimosas.
I can't beat a deal like that.
You know, it's a hard job.
It is.
But somebody has to do it.
That's right, and that's one of the perks that I like in the job description. It always has and other duties as assigned.
Right.
Assign away if they're going to be.
That's
like
right.
This boss.
That's right. Well, good morning and a toast to all of our viewers today. Welcome to today's episode of the SPI Chamber Today Show. I'm Alita, the president of the South Padre Island Chamber, and this is my drinking buddy this morning.
Yeah, that would be partner in crime.
Yes.
I guess. That definitely is.
Yes. And we're hoping that none of our board members who are our bosses are watching. Well, you better be watching because you're board members. But hey, it's part of the job.
It's part of the job.
We do what we need to do.
Props. I mean,
yes.
You know, we have to.
That's right. You know. And we need to make sure the props are okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's just right.
Perfect.
So, in case you don't know where we are not just in a dive bar. We are in the beautiful SPI Wine Bar.
Yes.
One of our newest businesses on the island.
And the first wine bar our island has ever seen.
That's right. And we are going, yes?
Personally,
Uh-huh.
of course, anybody that knows me knows how I am about wine.
That she's a wino.
Yes.
A wine
Really
connoisseur.
Yeah, I'm a snob.
She's a wine snob. There you
I'm a
go.
wine snob, I will admit it. Super happy to finally have a wine bar.
Yes, it is very exciting and it is gorgeous in here. We had a great ribbon cutting. If you weren't here, you missed it. Anyway, we are going to welcome the proprietors of this wonderful new business, Yolanda and Zack, and ask them if they would come on over. Can y'all come on over here?
Absolutely.
Yolanda, why don't you join us here on the couch, and Zack, you just sit there and look really pretty. How are y'all doing? So good to see you. How are you, Zack? Good to see you. Okay, let's talk. Yes. You know, I never was a big hugger until COVID. And
we can't leave one
okay. Hug anybody? Oh, so now I like to hug everybody.
Of course, I was a bad one and I didn't stand up.
We're so thankful that you all let us come in this morning and take
happy
a look
to have
around. And
So beautiful.
yeah, you know what? You can actually sit here for a while because we're just going to sit here.
What I was going to say.
All right, because usually I have to kick her out to go behind the camera and follow. But we'll do that in just a minute. So y'all have a seat.
Alrighty.
So tell us the story. How did this idea? Where did it come from? And
Yes, so both Zack and I really enjoyed going to the Texas Hill Country in the Fredericksburg area. We really enjoyed wine tasting, just the ambiance of of wine itself, the romance, the fun, the tastings, the buzz, of course.
I grew up in the Midwest, so like when she took me to Fredericksburg, it kind of blew my mind.
Yes.
I've never seen anything like that in the Midwest, so that's kind of like how we got into like the whole wine culture. And we've been coming to the island forever. We were tourists for 12 plus years, and then we became part-timers for 3+ years. So we kind of missed that Fredericksburg scene, and we're here all the time. So that was kind of like, why don't we have one here?
So we decided to merge the two ideas, two of our loves together into SPI Wine Bar.
And you're doing it together. So it's a family business.
It is, yep.
And I know you have a little one.
Yes.
How old is he?
Orion. He aspires to sell the waters here.
Okay, all right.
Our license allows it. But.
So that is truly a family business. You know, we do a lot of these shows, and we're always commenting about how the island and this community, not just the island, but we have so many small businesses and so many family-owned businesses that work together, and actually quite a few that have 2 or 3 generations of family businesses. So we're always happy to have another family join us in our business culture down here. So, and now, so you live here full-time now?
Yep.
Yep. We moved just for this purpose, rather than becoming part-timers. We decided to move here permanently for the wine bar, and
put our son in school. We're like full-time.
All right.
And you asked how old he was. He's 4.5.
Yeah. 4.5.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, he was a very smart little young man when we did the ribbon cutting. He really liked being up in the front of the spot. We should have had him come today.
Yeah,
He probably would have done all the talking, huh?
He says, anybody need a water yet?
Now, when we had the ribbon cutting, I believe you had your mother?
My mother and my mother-in-law were both here.
Okay.
Yes.
And your mother was in the kitchen?
Yes, both of our moms were in the kitchen making charcuterie boards and cups.
Okay, but are they still doing that for you?
No.
Okay.
That was.
They were both food certified, and we were overwhelmed with that grand opening, and we desperately needed help, and they were certified, so
They
said,
jumped in to help. They saw their kids in need and decided to jump in where we needed the help.
Now, do they live down here?
My mother-in-law is moving down here, but
Okay.
right now they're just visiting often.
Okay, well,
Your mom wants to move down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. So you'll have a mother-in-law.
Yes.
You'll, are you good friends?
Yes, we
Good.
are actually.
That's
She's
good.
fantastic. She's
That's good.
she's a wonderful grandmother and a great mother-in-law.
Good.
I got lucky.
Yes, that's good. So if you're watching the show, I love it. She loves you. You're lucky.
She'll see this,
So I know that you've been having, how long have you been open?
So we've been open for a little less than 2 months.
Okay. Wow.
Yep. A little less than 2 months.
Yeah, April 20th was our launch. That was our
Okay.
official
All right.
opening.
Yes. And you have been very busy, I understand.
We're trying to. We're working on hosting many different events. We really want to involve different parts of the community. Like, we're in conversations with the Friends of Animal Rescue, so that we can do an event that I want to call Whiskers and Wine.
Oh, that's cute.
So hopefully we can get that going in the next month or two. So we just got to work out the planning. We also want to speak, because we have kiddos, do like a reading here at the wine bar, so that we'll have kiddos reading in projects on one side and then mimosas on the other.
Right.
for anybody that wants
Early
to
in the
partake
morning.
early in the morning for the
Early in the
kids'
morning.
sake. And then as y'all know, we've started working with Summer Sculpt, so that we can start doing the Pilates every Saturday. She does an amazing job every class that she has. There's just more and more people coming in, and everybody appreciates it. I do the class too. I cheat. Sometimes I get a fake phone call that I have to go take behind. There's a bar emergency, and I have to cut the workout a little bit.
Right.
But she does an amazing job,
Right.
and yeah. So if y'all should consider maybe coming. on
Pilates
Saturday.
is difficult, I've heard. It's a pretty good workout. Have you done it, Zach?
No, that's
No?
too difficult for
Okay.
me. Yeah.
Well, Summer is a member of our chamber. We're very proud to have her. So that's wonderful. Now, you have an event coming up.
On Saturday, yes,
On
we have
Saturday.
the Art Meets Wine event where we'll have several of the artists that we have displayed here today. We have 7 total. So some of them will come and set up, and so that others can come and meet them and learn more about their work. I know some of them do commission work. Some of them have done work on the island, like the turtle, the turtle sanctuary. I think there was one at Longboards that they've done murals and stuff. So that's So they want, if anybody wants to come, ask. But right now we have 7 different artists that are represented on our walls, which make our space look beautiful.
It
because
does.
Yes.
All local.
It is gorgeous. And South Padre Island is really becoming the place to be for artists.
Agreed.
And with the Abbey opening, and I believe we have 5 art galleries now.
I believe so, and I think most of them have come as a result of
the Abbey, right?
Yeah.
So this is just an extenuation of that.
Right.
Referring to us as we've become an art mecca.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We truly are.
So the fact
an
that you're
art
incorporating art
is
just adds one more venue that does that. That's so
Yeah.
exciting.
And speaking of the Abbey, we actually have Jimmy Klein, who's one of our artists here, is going to be doing a live demonstration of how he does his work on Saturday. So he'll set up a big space where he does his magic.
And what time does this start on
It starts
Saturday?
at 6 on Saturday.
At 6 on Saturday, so make sure that you're here. Tell them your address.
Our address is 4000 Padre. We are next to Ace Hardware and City Garage.
Okay, that's great. Both members of the chamber.
exactly.
Yeah, we love our chamber members.
Right.
And if you're not one, you need to be one. So come over here. She'll send you to the right place. You can have a glass of wine before you come to our office. That way, you'll be in a better mood, right? So can we just walk around a little bit and look at some of the art and just the whole room?
Yes,
and then
absolutely.
I think she has a little treat for us.
Yes.
We're going to do a little art as well.
We are, yes.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, let's go. Diana, you want to grab the camera?
In just a second.
Oh, you're going to guzzle it? And thank
guzzle,
you
you sip.
for the mimosas, by the way.
You're welcome.
She had grapefruit juice, pomegranate, and orange mimosas.
Yep,
So-
and blueberry.
And blueberry.
blueberry.
Oh, I've never had that.
I'd have to try that sometime.
Yes. Okay, well, let's go. Let's go
All
take
right.
a look around. And so you said you have 7 artists in here?
Yes, we have
Okay, well, just gorgeous. And all of them, are they for sale? Yes, they are.
Every piece, I believe, is for sale. Christina's work is
Oh, is that
here.
Christina Salazar's?
Yes, this is
Okay.
Christina here.
Uh-huh.
Then we have Kari Johnson, Cesar Hinojosa. This is Jimmy Klein. This is Carol Tucker, who is our winter Texan.
Oh,
I've been
nice.
trying to do a daily post on our Facebook page. So
Yes.
if you don't follow us, please
Yes.
do so you can see. And then we have, so I'll just put a little update on them. And then
So make sure you like and follow the SPI Wine Bar Facebook page.
yeah. This is Christy Abbott. She's our newest artist that's posted up here. She was a resident, has recently moved up north, but will be visiting us again. And then we have Alex Garcia. These are all Kari's as well.
Really
And that's it.
nice.
I think that's everyone. that
Super nice, yeah. And you have done these tables are
Yes.
incredible.
Thank
Diana,
you.
look at these tables. And we have to go up and look at the bar top too. It is just beautiful. So who did this?
So I actually did this one here with resin. I cannot do the artwork that's on our walls, but I can throw some resin on a piece of table. That's about it.
Well, hey, I
And make
couldn't
a
do that.
huge mess.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
So beachy and
Yeah,
yes,
we have
it's-
art all scattered throughout wherever, whenever somebody asks, or if I find out somebody does art, I'm super open. Like, if you can find a spot on our wall, grab it.
All right.
Make it yours.
That's great. And Zach, what kind of art do you do?
Me? I swing a golf club.
You do? All right. Well, let's go
I
golfing
have-
sometime.
Absolutely. I have no art ability, but golf, yeah.
Hey, listen, if you can play golf, that means you have a lot of patience.
That's true.
Very true.
It does require that.
Oh, goodness. So you have some things now that you're selling. You've got SPI Wine Bar T-shirts and
We have-
caps.
Yes, we have T-shirts, caps. We have our wine glasses, our
Nice.
logoed wine glasses here. We also have these because I know we can't have glass on our
Right.
beaches, so I think it's super important to be able to. Well, if you want to enjoy your wine
Right.
at the beach, do it in a way that won't cost you
Yeah, that's really neat.
a ticket. So these bags here fit a whole bottle of wine, and these
Okay.
here are probably like 16 ounce or 20
Okay.
ounce bag.
And they're
So-
reusable.
and they're totally
sealed
reusable
tight.
and
you put them
sealed.
in a cooler.
and keep your wine nice and chilled.
Very nice.
Yep.
Love it.
And then Orion, our wine bottle, he and I made these little keychains because he loves to work with the resin. So we,
Oh.
so yeah, he's got his own little.
So he's
business
an
going.
artist already.
He is already,
All
yep.
right. Very cool. Okay, so Diana, come and look at this bar. Now tell me, I think I remember who made this. Look at the inlaid. It is just gorgeous.
Yeah. So this is a 14-foot wide sycamore live edge bar.
And was it your brother?
It
that
was my
did
brother,
it?
yes. mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and we just dropped resin in between the cracks. There were
Oh.
so many cracks. Some of them actually, the resin started falling through. They were cracked all the way through, so that was a lot of fun too.
That is just gorgeous. I want to take this home. That is so beautiful.
And it's getting its natural wear already, but that just makes it look
Right.
more
Worn
authentic.
and homey.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So you have a lovely bar area.
Yes, yep.
And-
we have about 50 different wine selections now. And what we really want to do is change them out regularly so that we don't have the same old wines. Obviously, the more popular ones will stay.
Right.
We had a wine tasting event last month, and out of that, we tried 13 different wines in that event. Out of those 13, I gave everyone a scorecard, and the goal was to help have the community give me their feedback so that it can influence what goes on our menu. So a lot of the wines that we're carrying today came out of that that event. So hopefully we'll be able to have more events like that in the future.
Right. Well,
So that
you
we
are
can-
just you guys are professionals at this.
We're working on it. We're trying.
Yes.
Learning on the fly. Learning on the fly.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, you know, that's the best way to learn. Sometimes you learn from mistakes, and it's always good to ask the opinion of others, especially when you're, you know, serving something like this.
Exactly.
That's very smart to
Yeah,
do
we
that.
exactly. We want to bring what people like.
Mm-hmm.
If they've never heard of the brand, they may not want it. So we want to definitely bring in a variety, like our Flarvino wines. I mean, I can give you all a sample if you'd like. There are.
I think we've had enough for 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll be back.
Yes, please come back. Yeah, so we definitely have a lot of options. We're looking, and like I said before, if you're not following our page, please do, because anytime that we have new arrivals, I'll put them on Facebook as well, just so that you know what we have. And
That's
if we're doing
great.
tasting events, we'll post those as well.
Yeah, and we do tastings too. We try to switch out what's available in the tasting too. So if you
Yeah.
come week to week, and you order like a red tasting, it should be different. So you get a little experience of what you like, what you don't like.
Right. And check the Chamber newsletter every Friday, because we always have their events in there as well. But definitely you need to go to their Facebook page and follow them on social media.
Yep.
So what did you have back here that you
Yeah,
wanted to
so
show us something?
right now we don't have a full menu. We don't have a lot of space to do so, but we definitely have enough room to expand. We currently have sandwiches and a charcuterie board. So what I want to show y'all today is how we make the flowers out of salami.
Flowers out of salami. All right, let's go. Where are we
Okay,
going?
we're coming back here.
Coming back here. Come on, Diana. She's going to put us to work.
Yeah. All right.
Ooh, nice.
So I've started off a charcuterie tray. So if you want to, I can have you try this. It's super easy. And normally
I can't even get the glove on, much less try it.
and I would say do it without, but then your hands will smell like salami all day.
Right.
So.
And we don't want people to think that we make this without
Right.
gloves. So
And you'll use a mimosa flute or a champagne flute.
okay.
And so typically on our charcuterie trays, we'll have 3 meats, like prosciutto, salami, summer sausage, and 3 different cheeses.
Ooh,
then
that
we'll
looks
throw
so
some.
good, and a little sweet and
A little
salty
sweet, yeah,
snacks as
exactly.
well. Okay, what do you want me to do?
Okay, so what you'll do is you'll basically start with this wine glass, pick up a salami,
Okay.
and then just lay it over the edge, like halfway through, like half of it sticking out. There you
Like
go.
that? Okay.
Now do the next one and just layer it on top.
Okay. On like next to it on
Exactly,
top?
yeah.
Okay.
Just layer. And then just keep going.
Okay. Can y'all see this, what I'm doing here? And I'm not even eating any. It smells so good. I love salami. This is cool.
And then just keep going.
Ladies, we could do this at home, I
You
bet
can.
you. Well, we'll see how I turn out. But I promise you, if I can do it, anybody can probably. Okay.
All
And
right.
maybe one more right there.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, now what you'll do is grab the whole thing, flip the cup, and you have to kind of like give it a little twist to
Oh, I
pop it
can
off.
see in there.
And there you go. Just plop it there.
Look at that.
And you got your salami flour.
Look at that. Isn't that cute? Wow. That's pretty cool.
And then what we'll do
I
is
love
just
that. It looks like a rose in the
yeah.
middle.
Yay.
That is so cool.
Typically we'll just top it with some olives and crackers and and then away you go.
Wonderful. So you have the charcuterie, and then you said you had sandwiches as well?
Yes, and then we're
Okay.
actually within the next couple of weeks going to expand. We're going to add some deviled eggs. We had an unofficial
Oh,
deviled egg
I heard about
competition.
that. I
Yes.
wanted to come to that
We
so
had
bad.
16 different types of deviled eggs, and the amount of eggs and the amount of people that were loving these eggs, it's no doubt we have to have deviled eggs.
Yes,
I think
yes.
it pairs well with wine.
Yes.
So we'll add some deviled eggs. We'll add more. We're going to add pizza, some kind of dipping oil and bread. So we'll see how that
yes.
goes. We're
All
still working out
right.
the details.
Well, that sounds
Well,
wonderful.
now we get to snack on this.
Woohoo! Yes, we were in San Antonio. My daughter-in-law makes, that's why I couldn't come. She makes beautiful deviled eggs for every Thanksgiving,
Ooh.
and I was telling her about what you were doing.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, we got a plan to come down here when the next time you do one.
Or if she has
'Cause-
a special recipe, she might just share it and we can
Yeah,
feature it on
yeah,
our menu.
Well, you guys, this was wonderful. Y'all are the sweetest things. And
Thank you.
obviously very hard workers.
We try.
We
do
try.
our best.
I mean, I have the very tough job of coming in and tasting wine every morning.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty tough.
It's very tough, yeah.
Well,
I-
thank you.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
promoted myself to director of quality control.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. And the resident golfer.
Yeah.
That's a rough living.
So are you going to teach O'Brien to play golf?
Oh yeah, he goes out there with me. I took him out there 2 days ago.
Oh, good.
His first
That's
birdie.
great.
It's pretty awesome.
Well, listen, you guys, you need to get here because this really is a special place. Special, very special people.
Thank you.
And they've got some great events. So follow them and come on and join us.
on in.
Maybe not at 10 o'clock on a week morning, but you never know. So, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming by. We really appreciate being members
Thanks,
of the
Zach.
chamber.
Appreciate it.
Oh, well, we're so happy to have you. And what's the address again?
4000 Padre Boulevard.
Okay, next to Ace Hardware and City Garage.
That's right.
And come on in and join them. And we will see you all next week. Bye.
Bye now.